Hello Virgo, welcome to Live Life in Tarot. Thank you for being here. I hope you're all doing well. Virgo, we're going to take a look at what's going on for you for the month of March. These messages are also going to be timeless, so it will apply for whenever you view it, Virgo. I'm going to be pulling a card that is going to be your energy that you are embodying, and we're going to take a look at what the overall energy that is surrounding you, that are the influences and that you are experiencing either from others or circumstances or coming from you. So let's take a look and see. Spirit, what are the messages for Virgo? What messages need to come through for Virgos for the month of March, or for whenever Virgos are viewing this message? What is the messages for Virgo? What is Virgo's energy and attitude that they're embodying? And what is the overall surrounding energy around Virgo that's influencing or coming towards Virgo, that Virgo is experiencing or that Virgo is displaying? Messages for Virgo, please. All Virgos for the month of March, or whenever this message is viewed, it will apply. Okay, Virgo, you have the Lovers that just popped out. Thank you, Spirit. At the bottom, you have the Nine of Cups. Woohoo! Okay, this is the overall energy surrounding you. The Nine of Cups. Cool. You have as your energy the King of Wands. So let's see what's going on here for you. First things first, Libra, with the Lovers popping out. Some of you are dealing with the Gemini. There's also a focus on relationships. Relationships you like, relationships you don't like, relationships you're working on, relationships you don't want to work on, relationships you're entering into, relationships you're coming out of, whether it's by your choice or just it's being forced, or both. I also feel like with the Lovers here, this is about you making choices, head over heart decisions. Some of those decisions are going to come from the heart. Most of them should come from a logical standpoint that's balanced, that brings you harmony, that's right and best for you. I also see you being able to have connections or focus on connections that you either want to repair and heal, or connections where others are wanting to do this with you. For some of you, Virgo, you may have some connections that have been put on ice, I'm hearing, where you've distanced yourself, or they've distanced themselves from you, and now they're wanting to, or you're wanting to, or you may be becoming open to or open-minded to returning to it. Okay, you may be stepping lightly, maybe putting a little pinky toe in it, just get a sense of things, and maybe that's how you're being treated. The Lovers is also saying that you may be coming into agreements and contracts. You also may be forming partnerships here. Okay. With the Lovers here, I also feel like this is you standing in your truth, being your authentic self with this energy. But I also feel like others may be like this with you. For some of you, you're dealing with those who you believe or think or have been or were authentic with you, and they're not. And you either know this or they are wearing a mask, and that'll be revealed. For others of you who you were dealing with, they were inauthentic, weren't showing up, maybe I feel like they want to show up or be authentic with you now. But I feel like with the Lovers, you are focused on authenticity, integrity, okay, harmony with this Lovers here. And you're doing things that is logical and makes sense, but also that, makes you feel good in your fucking heart space, right? Others may be like this with you, or there may be trouble in these areas that either are being addressed, or there's issues with addressing, or just are going to get dropped. For some of you, there's a need to be careful about your connections, certain connection. I feel like a connection in particular that you may be very sensitive about or close to, where you may feel like you're being shunned, or where that person feels like you're shunning them, because if you see here, it's kind of turning the head to the side. For some of you, you may be dealing with a connection or situation that feels or is dismissive towards you, or vice versa. I also feel like there's an issue with trying to keep a connection or build upon it, or that for some of you, there's a connection or certain connections that just have changed, where now there's more distance between you, or distance is starting to form there, whether you like it or not. For some of you, you're not holding hands anymore when you used to. For some of you, you're dealing with a soulmate or soulmates, or a significant other, or there's someone that's very significant to you where this is coming up or going on. Now, Virgo, this is you. Look at you. Woohoo! King of Wands. You're very motivated, Virgo, on achieving something, or achieving a few fucking things. But you are determined to be accomplished here. You have a vision. You got goals. You're being assertive. You're looking to be a master. Okay? For some of you, are being a master manipulator. Or someone is trying to masterfully manipulate you, either in your face or otherwise, like behind your back. But this is your will and determination. This is you managing things. This is you being very creative. This is also you seeing achievement with some of your goals, Virgo. I also feel, Virgo, you are dealing with someone in particular. For some of you, it's at least two people. For some of you, that two people is a couple. For some of you, this is your daughter and her husband, your son and her and his wife, a friend and another friend that is very intensely focused on you to achieve their goals, vision, or objectives with you. The thing is, I'm not so sure you share in that, because of in this lovers, their hands are not together. Now, for some of you, this is a connection that was a close connection. For others of you, this is a connection that is being disruptive as a result of this intense focus, determination to have a connection be a certain way, or have things occur or happen in a certain way, whether it's to eliminate something or usher something in it's kind of a problem here on all sides. For some of you, you're working to try to change that, or that is being changed. For some of you, Virgo, you are coming into agreement. For some of you, you're coming out of an agreement. For some of you, Virgo, you are focusing on only what makes sense and is in harmony with you. For others of you, Virgo, you're dealing with things, people, where shit don't make sense. It's illogical. And it's creating disharmony. For some of you, you don't know how to bring harmony back into a situation that there was once harmony. For some of you, you just on different sides of the track where, you know, your mindsets are different. It's like you might even be growing apart. Or, you know, for some, it's not about growing. You just have a belief system that's now creating a wedge for you or for the connection. But I do see you achieving. I do see you accomplishing. I do see you are intensely focused. Now, the overall energy, you do have this 9 of Cups. And underneath that, we're looking at the 4 of Pentacles. So what's going on around you is a focus on happiness, wish fulfillment, or wishing for something. This is also about wanting satisfaction or achieving satisfaction. This is focusing on you being in your power. Some of you are holding back. Others are holding back from you. This is about self-preservation. This is also about stability, security. Some of you are experiencing some stagnation here with what you want happiness or satisfaction with, or what you want wish fulfillment around. For some of you, this is what's going on between you and others, or at least one other person. For some of you, this is your daughter. I also feel with this 9 of Cups as the energy around you that as it has to do with your relationships or others or just your feelings and emotions, there's a focus where the pursuit of happiness or wanting satisfaction. For some of you, you're dealing with someone who is being very smug with you, or that you're being seen as being smug. For some of you, you're dealing with someone in situations where someone else wants to have power over you or to have the ability to control a situation. You are dealing with someone who is being controlling. You may be being seen as controlling. It may be looking like that for everybody who is looking. I also feel, Virgo, for some of you, you have someone or certain people, family members, friends, you name it, that, you know, are closed off to you. Because they either want to have it their way or because you want to have it your way. But there's this energy of, for some of you, issues with compromise. For some of you, you are able to compromise. For some of you, you're dealing with someone who's being very selfish and self-motivated, but you may be also being seen this way. You could be like this. With the 10 of Swords, there's been some difficulties or something painful has happened or gone down or is going down here with this 10 of Swords. Where you may be acting like everything is fine, or who you're dealing with is acting like everything is fine. But here's the thing, the shit ain't fine, okay? You may feel backstabbed or betrayed, or you've been hurt, vice versa. Someone or others could feel like you have done this. You may have had some sort of harsh ending with someone in particular, or others that you may be looking to resurrect and change. For some of you, you just having to end it because it's just not going to work. It's too painful. It's too much trouble. It's giving too much mental anguish. For some of you, you're getting satisfaction because you're coming into some stability with your achievements and your goals and your visions. And your difficulties are over. Or the worst is over now, and now things are starting up where you're feeling more happy and stable. Be careful about becoming stuck. For some of you, someone is being very rigid or very, how can I say? So for some of you, somebody has dissatisfaction with you, or you may have dissatisfaction with others. You may be trying to fix that, or there's trouble with fixing that. I'm also hearing for some of you, there's somebody you're dealing with that's in your energy or around you that is determined to have satisfaction and control as it has to do with you. You may be doing that as well. I also feel for some of you, this is you needing to protect yourself, or you may be in a protective stance, and who you're dealing with may be in a protective stance because things have become difficult and everything is not fine. There may be some pretending here or facade, or there is a focus on trying to make everything fine. I do see some planning here. You may also be waiting for something, or this may be you needing to make a decision, or someone is making a decision about you or planning about you. But there's this focus of dominion, wanting to dominate. You may have somebody that's trying to dominate you, or you may be trying to dominate somebody, or both. But I also feel like this is energy of standing your ground and not budging. You may not be budging, and who you're dealing with may not be budging. I also feel like you could be feeling like someone may be trying to force their hand with you, or force your hand, or force you, or this is how you're being perceived. For some of you, you're happy because you are able to secure what you need, or create stability, or come out of a period of stagnation. I do see for some of you that work is stable, even if it's moving slowly. For some of you, this is you focusing on the law of attraction, and you are staying positive, and you are seeing the results of that because you are attracting stability, security, and you're standing in your power. You are exercising your power in that right now. For some of you, others are trying to do this towards you, trying to exercise their power and attract what they want in your life according to them. You could be doing this. Be careful. But with this King of Wands here, I do see you're very motivated, but who you're dealing with is very motivated. I do see that with this King of Wands energy, you have a lot of will. I do see you focusing on your self-interest, but also others are focusing on their self-interest as it has to do with you, and maybe imposing that or trying to, or invade you in some way. But I see you looking at that and you being looked at. And so things may not be going hand in hand. For some of you, this is family matters. I do see you having or being in a space of being a master of action. Virgo, for some of you, somebody is acting, they may not be being that way. No. How can I say this? For some of you, Virgo, some of you are acting like you have a mightier than, mightier than thou. Very high sense of yourself that's over exaggerated. If that's not what's happening, someone may be doing this with you, and they need to kill that shit, cut that shit out. I feel like, Virgo, for some of you, you're dealing with somebody that thinks they're better than you, or thinks that you aren't doing good enough concerning a connection. For some of you, Virgo, I see you perhaps dealing with anger. You know, dealing with some tense stuff here. There's like some intensity here. You know, maybe what you're dealing with or who you're dealing with or towards you. But you're definitely focused, Virgo. And you are seeing, I also see that you're seeing others for who they are. Also see you might not be happy with somebody and somebody may not be happy with you. But let's see what else is happening here for you, Virgo. I also feel like, Virgo, for some of you, dealing with where somebody is giving you an ultimatum or trying to, or you could be doing this. Messages for Virgo, please, Spirit, for March or whenever Virgo is viewing this. What are the messages for Virgo? Yeah, somebody's looking down on you, snobbish, so to speak. Or you could be doing this. Selfish mother. So, Virgo, for some of you, you're dealing with a selfish mother, maybe even a selfish child. For others of you, this is how you're being viewed, as either a selfish mother or a selfish child. At the bottom, guarding your health. Guard your health and your energy. I also feel like as a result of where there is a lack of compromise or harmony, or a break in a connection or issue in a connection or certain connections, that you and perhaps who you are dealing with is focusing on guarding themselves, guarding their health, guarding their energy. Virgo, also feel that there is a need for you to guard your health, to take care of yourself. Be careful about being accident prone. Be aware of your surroundings. So let's take a look and see what is some guidance for you. What is the guidance for Virgos? I also see, Virgo, you're dealing with people that's doing whatever they want to do that makes them happy, whether it makes you happy or not. And I feel that this is also how you are being seen. I also see that you are able to find happiness with a particular connection or two, and you know that be on the receiving end as well for them. What is the guidance for Virgo? Ooh, okay, thank you. That was quick. You got 2 cards here, Virgo. Let's see. Let's get it. So you got the humpback whale. Music is essential to your healing and well-being, whether singing, playing an instrument, or listening. Okay, that's your guidance. This is saying listen to music. You know, raise your vibration. Stay in that positive energy. Create more positive energy for yourself. Sing, dance, be creative. Focus on the things that allow you to experience some fun and contentment here. Ooh, you also have the rattlesnake. The experiences that you're presently going through are an initiation into fulfilling your purpose as a healer. So, Virgo, for some of you, there's shit you've been going through in your life, in your circumstances, with specific connections and certain people that may be coming in your life or have left your life or coming back, whatever the fuck. For some of you, first of all, I want to tell you that there's a, you are learning from this. So these are difficult lessons or issues that have come up or are coming up. And this is, you experiencing some lessons here, but also they are. But as for you, this is for you to heal, because you are a healer. Okay. This is for you to grow. And in turn, you'll be able to help others grow as well. Also, with this rattlesnake here, somebody is a snake, or you see as a snake. Okay. They may be venomous, or trying to make you shed something about yourself. Or this may be how you are being seen. Poison. Yeah, be careful of that. Let's get another message for you, and then we'll close. Any more messages for Virgo, please? I also feel with the rattlesnake, Virgo, this is you going through a shedding process. There are some things and people that you are and may need to eliminate. And this may be also what you're experiencing. I also feel like, Virgo, you may be dealing with situations, people, where they're trying to force you to eliminate something about yourself that makes you who you are. And that shit ain't cool. But it looks like, however difficult it is, in the end it'll be fulfilling, because it's initiating or showing you or leading you further towards your purpose that has something to do with you being a healer. And perhaps even for, who you are finding yourself dealing with. I also feel that King of Wands, Virgo, you're setting goals, or needing to, in order to get satisfaction and happiness and contentment, or for more of it. What's additional guidance for Virgo, please? Thank you. Act rather than wait. That's your guidance. Act rather than wait. Do or do not. There is no try here, Virgo. Take action. For some of you, there's some things you just can't wait on. For some of you, the wait is over. It's time to move and do and achieve and reach and set. With this as your guidance, it says think about something that you've been waiting for. Are you waiting for someone to come into your life, for the perfect job or salary, for all your prayers to be answered without having to do anything to help them along? What does waiting do to your stress level? Your goal is to recognize that waiting rather than taking action is stressful and unproductive. So for some of you, there's a connection you want to return to, and you've been waiting for that person to come to you, and perhaps that person has been waiting for you to come to them. Here's what you can do if you so choose, Virgo. You can stop waiting and take action and see where, it takes you or not. At least you'll know, and you won't be stagnant and in a stalemate. Leap. With caution, I'm sure. But be assertive and positive in how you go about that, if you do. I hope these messages help. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so very much, Virgo, for watching. Bye-bye now.